Let me tell you about the first time I tweeted Alex Belfield. It was in the middle of February and it was announced on news flashes via news apps that Caroline Flack had died. Not that she'd committed suicide or anything, but she died. There had been reports on Twitter, unofficial reports, about 30 minutes earlier. Belfield, 10 minutes after the official announcement, made a vlog about Caroline, announcing it was suicide, announcing her method of death. He must have guessed because nothing had been said at that time. He also covered not only the YouTube video with all sorts of garish graphics and everything, a video which has now been deleted, by the way, but he also posted it on Twitter. That's where I saw it. He posted this video covering it in hashtags, etc., in order to get views, likes, whatever. In other words, using Caroline Flack's death for his own ends, for his own means. And some of the things that were said in that video were so disgusting, I had to say something. And many other people did as well. And that's why he deleted the video. There's some other version of it still online, but without the incriminating stuff included. He will say, prove it. Prove it, Greg, that I did. I can't. But it was there. And that's why I tweeted him to say that he was a disgusting, despicable, vile individual. How disgusting and despicable and vile, I didn't know until people started coming forward, DMing me with absolute horror stories about him. Stuff that I haven't put online. I have no proof about it. But I believe it. I believe it of him. I don't believe there's any depths he won't plumb to.
Hi everyone, welcome back to your isolation station. It's Alex Belfield celebrating our biggest ratings ever, 1.1 million minutes viewed this month.
Hi Alex, what are you talking like that for? You're not on the radio anymore. You haven't been on the radio for years, but you run a radio station on YouTube and Facebook. Bit weird. Anyway, carry on.
And we thank you for it. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the comments, and the new 850 people who have subscribed to the channel.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about why you're getting record numbers to your YouTube channel? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm probably sending a lot of them because, mate, you're vile. You're disgusting. You're a homophobe. You're a transphobe. You bully. You threaten. You claim to be the victim. Oh, my God. But do continue.
We've been trolled mercilessly over the last 4 and 5 days.
No, really? By how many people? Hundreds. I wonder why. And, who's this we talk of? You being the biggest loner I have ever seen in recent years. But do carry on.
So we thought we'd do some investigating. Last night I deleted the app off my phone and handed the password to my webmaster.
Handed the password to my webmaster. Oh, Jesus.
Who is the genius that puts the telephone numbers and things all over the tech.
Genius who puts the phone numbers all over the tech. Mate, you can get free software. Anybody can do that.
And he's masterful at outing scumbags.
Oh, your webmaster is masterful at this, is he? Carry on.
And today we've found a really interesting troll.
Oh, now you're doing what you did to Philip, are you? You're doing the thing where you take photos out of context, where we've dressed up for shows and videos, and you're trying to insinuate that we dress like that in everyday life. Very good. Carry on.
By the name of Greg Scott.
Yay, that's me! That's a picture of me on the Countdown set. I was warm-up man on Countdown for 13 years. You worked on Loose Women as their warm-up for 13 years. No, you didn't. You did it 2 or 3 times.
Not only has he been trolling me for 4 days and set up fake accounts and fake email addresses and fake companies.
Newsflash. It's not me. Your tech guy, otherwise known as you, is shit. I have never emailed you in my life. I have never, as you've either said or are about to say, set up a fake Twitter account. Never done anything. What I've said to you in the past is in my official Twitter account and is there for everybody to see. Continue.
He's also been doing it right back to 2016. Have a look.
That tweet, let me explain that to you and to everybody watching this. That tweet was sent in reply to something that's now been deleted by Ian Lee. It may or may not have been about you. I don't think it was, because I seem to remember that you, under an assumed name, made a phone call to Ian Lee, who at the time, we know Ian Lee has major mental health problems. Ian Lee was at his very lowest, and you, under an assumed name, phoned his radio station, tried to take him on, and told him to kill himself. Didn't you, Alex? Carry on.
This is what I'm up against. A guy who emails me thinking I'm stupid enough to reply to a "let's slag off Greg" email, as if I didn't know it was him. This is what I'm up against. A guy who sets up a fake email address and emails me personally, alex@alexbelfield.co.uk, and says, "Do you want to slag off Greg Scott?" And no, not really. I don't know who he is. And then, of course, the tech guys realised that he'd set up a fake Twitter account under the same name. Here it is.
I repeat, I have never emailed you. Your tech guy, honestly, if you do have one, which you don't, but sack him. Sack him. I've never, ever, ever emailed you. And why have you just given out your email address? There's plenty of people now who are sick of your, let's list it again, bullying, homophobia, transphobia, threats. All of it. You're disgusting. Carry on.
And then sent a tweet to himself with another lady. The lady is also him, because you just see through his timeline that it's just me, 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 me.
You think that's me? I thought it was you, because I blocked it.
Listen, Greg Scott, you big fat loser.
Oh, Alex, is that the best you can do? I'm a fat loser? Really? Is that the best you can do? And I tell you what's really surprised me, you haven't used the word sanctimonious or sanctimony or supercilious yet. They're your favourites, aren't they? Because they make you sound so intelligent.
Please get a life and get out of mine. I don't know who you are or what you're trying to achieve.
You don't know who I am? Oh, I think you do. And if you don't know what I do or what I've done, go to www.gregscott.tv. I think you'll find I've done far more than you.
The tech guys are getting everything and it's handed to the Nottingham police and they can do with it what they will.
Give me a break. Nottingham police, what have you said to them? Oh, there's a man who's saying nasty things about me on Twitter. You're pathetic. Little surprise for you. I DM'd Not Police the other day and they've got back to me. And I'm not going to tell you what they said, but you can expect something happening very soon. When I say I've been to Notts Police, I don't bullshit. They're onto you.
We've reported you to Twitter. I'm having nothing more to do with you. You're vile.
I'm vile. I'm vile. Okay, I'm going to stop talking for a minute. I'm going to show you what is vile.
But we don't take anonymous calls. You can call about anything you want to call about. I've got a few things I want to masturbate with you this evening, and we will be doing that. First thing is first, the trolls have been trying their luck again today. We've had a row with someone that I think is really interesting today. A guy who's clearly mentally ill, and psychologists would call it infantilization. A grown man with a beard who likes dressing up as Elphaba and the woman from Frozen. Now, obviously, when you're talking about somebody who's slightly mentally deficient and retarded in his thinking, you have to be very careful. But when people lie, of course, mental illness doesn't come into it because, of course, you give them the opportunity to delete something or to retract what they've said, and then they don't, then it's fair game. And that happened with me today, and I've noticed a pattern of these little mishkites, these little ugly fat gay people who seem to have a chip on their shoulder. Now, I'm wondering if you've got a son or a grandson who's similar. What is it? Are they watching too many drag race programs? Why are the young gays so vitriolic, so spiteful, so nasty, but most importantly, so jealous? Who has brought them up to be so entitled?
Hi everyone, good morning. I don't particularly want to waste my Sunday morning making this video, but sometimes you have to. There's been a guy who's been trolling me now for about 3 or 4 months. He's from That Stagey blog. He's obviously incredibly jealous. And who can blame him? This guy I'm going to be very careful with because I think he's probably slightly unwell. I mean, you've only got to look at his post to see that Philip Dehaney is not quite the full shilling, and I wish him all the best.
To Adam Scott Pringle, you think you're clever. I've got your cards marked. To Aaron Sidwell, as I say, you should know better. Not the first time. Stage Door Joe, you're finished. You had a warning last night, and you said, I do not condone my actions and comments towards you publicly. You promised to never troll me again, and yet you did. You're thick. You're a mogadon, and you're stupid. And I've caught you out again. It's fair game. I gave you a chance, a private email. You wrote to me, thank you for getting back to me. I apologise, Alex, and retract all my statements. All my statements. And yes, it was me. You're finished. Matthew Shaw. The Greg Scotts, the Ben Hewises. Even Mark Shenton looking at my Facebook page today. You all think you're clever. I'm up to nothing. You won't catch me out. I'm a guy simply giving an opinion based on facts, as in the case of the Cameron video. And the reason I haven't been sued is because I'm smart.
Hi, I missed that. The line's dodgy. What's your name, sir?
Hello, it's James.
Hello, James. How are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from London.
Very nice. What can I do for you, James?
Just wondering if you saw an article today published called I See You, Alex Belfield.
No, haven't seen anything about it. What's that about? Do tell me.
Would you mind if I emailed it over to you, perhaps?
No, would you mind if I read out your telephone number you're ringing on?
No, because that's not really how this works, is it?
07883. Is that your telephone number?
I don't think that's quite appropriate, really, to
Yes,
read
it
the
is.
telephone number out, is it?
You called
well,
me,
I think
I'm
everyone
reading out
should
your
go and
number. Yeah.
Everyone should go and
What does
view
it
this
say?
article.
What does
I
it
See You,
say?
Alex Belfield.
Yeah, what does it
I think
say?
everyone go and view this
Yeah,
article.
what
I
does it
See You,
say?
Alex Belfield.
07883.
Great.
What
thank
does your
you, that's
article
great.
say? What does your article say?
That's fantastic.
What does your
Everyone
article
go and
say?
search, I See You,
Thank you
Alex
very
Belfield.
much. I see you, Alex Belfield.
You want to have a go at me? Have a go at me. Have a go at me with facts, not with fake Twitter accounts to rally your troops, pretending to have pretend conversations with yourself, you fucking loser.
Ooh, right there. Right there. A little example of the real Alex Belfield. Aren't you a bad-tempered, nasty little bastard?
Dear God, how has it come to this? There are people dying around the world and you're setting up fake accounts to torture yourself.
People dying around the world? What the hell's that got to do with the price of fish? There are people dying around the world, and you choose to be a complete and utter bully and arsehole.
You claim to have a wife? Talk to her.
I do have a wife, and the only female company you have are the female callers who ring you during your live international broadcasts, and then you come on to them in the creepiest of ways.
Dear God, how did it come to this? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into the YouTube channel and watching me.
The end of your video. This is brilliant.
Watch all the other videos. And Greg, seriously, mate, just do one. You're lower than a crab's arse. It's embarrassing. And I caught you out in 3 seconds. These tech guys got one email.
Not me.
And they were going to search the email. They didn't even have to do that. They went on Twitter.
And that's not me.
I mean,
I repeat, your tech guys are shit. I've never emailed you. I've never set up a fake Twitter account. I don't need to. I don't need to hide behind anything when it comes to talking about you. Because Belfield, I'm not scared of you. Some people are. I'm not.
dude, really? You're dangerous. And you're reported to Twitter and the police. Goodbye.
Oh, and again, using that out of context. Something else I did for a comedy video. Trying to make out that I don't know what you're trying to make out. In conclusion, Alex Belfield, I ain't scared of you. Bring it on. Another reason you wanted me to phone you on your show, where you ask for no withheld numbers, you wanted me to phone you on my phone number that would show up on your screen or whatever. You wanted my phone number, Alex, didn't you? So that you could phone me anonymously, non-stop for 90 minutes. Like you did somebody else when they called you out recently. Didn't you, Alex? You say repeatedly in your videos, I sleep well at night. Of course you do. That's why you're making videos trying to defend yourself and attacking other people at 3 o'clock in the morning. Alex, give it up, mate. I'm calling you out, and I will finish by once again stating, for the record, that I would be so happy to talk to you live on social media, and we can have an independent invigilator there to make sure, A, you don't go weird on me, and B, we both get a fair crack of the whip. I beg of you, accept my invitation. Over to you, pal.